A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Gabe Vincent gives Heats a strong performance as a starter. In Game 1, the Heats turned to Gabe Vincent for a strong performance.
Despite missing Kyle Lowry, Vincent was able to revert to form. His first basket captured the essence of this game.
Despite facing a swarming Butler defense, he found space to score on a screen from Tucker. In addition, Robert Williams III rejected his empty side pick and roll with Tucker.
Gabe Vincent's versatility. The Heat have been a bit stingy with their starting guards, and Gabe Vincent has shown his versatility so far this season.
The Heat's other starting guard, Caleb Martin, has been performing well, but Vincent has emerged as a legitimate backup option for the veteran. The Heat are also a bit inconsistent when it comes to executing their offense, which is why Vincent should be a valuable piece to the rotation once the roster reaches full strength.
While he was a two-way player with the Miami Heat and in a G League affiliate Sioux Falls Skyfers, he is now a starter on a fully guaranteed 2-year deal with the Heat. Vincent has always had a high defensive level and impressive shooting clip, and he led Team Nigeria to an exhibition win over the United States during the 2021 Summer Olympics.
He just needed a chance to showcase his talents consistently. While most starting guards struggled in the playoffs, Vincent stepped up and delivered.
Vincent finished with 15 points and 5 rebounds while adding 2 assists and a steal in Game 5 against the 76ers. In 10 postseason games, Vincent has started 5 and averaged 10.4 points per game.
Vincent is the first Heat starter to play more than 20 minutes in a postseason game since Kyle Lowry was traded in the offseason. With Kyle Lowry out for personal reasons, the Heat will be without his top scoring option in the post.
Meanwhile, the Bulls are without starting point guard Lonzo Ball. In either case, Gabe Vincent and Tyler Herro will likely start.
In addition to Vincent, Max Strus will likely be in the rotation. The Heat's lineup will probably have a few more lineups this week.
The Heat are trying to take advantage of the absence of the veteran point guard. Miami Heat signed Vincent to a 2-way contract in January.
While the team was excited to have him as a three-point threat, a knee injury forced Vincent to miss much of last season. After surgery, Vincent only played 37 minutes in 9 games, but he is expected to play 50 this season.
Because the Heat don't field a G League team, Vincent can stay active for all 50 games when Kyle Lowry is out. The Heat have turned to Vincent in a backup role.
In the playoffs, Vincent is similar to PJ Tucker, the Heat's former backcourt guard. Although Vincent hasn't been a household name, he has filled the void in the backcourt that Kyle Lowry occupied.
Vincent's versatility as a starter has made him a valuable part of the Heat's playoff strategy. His ability to do a bit of everything.
Herro had a fairy tale debut season, but the NBA Finals ended in disappointment and the Miami Heat were left without a starting point guard. After an injury to his left hamstring that kept him out for 2 weeks, Herro's ability to do everything as a starter was put to the test.
In Game 4, Herro scored 37 points in a lopsided loss to the Boston Celtics. Herro's play improved throughout the season.
He averaged more points, rebounds and assists than in his rookie season. He went to the free throw line more frequently and improved his shooting percentage.
The only problem was his turnover percentage, which remained the same as last season. While Herro's season was more consistent than his rookie season, he struggled during the postseason, where he couldn't seem to find a consistent rhythm.
While his usage has changed, the Miami Heat's roster has plenty of depth. With Kyle Lowry and Victor Oladipo both out with injury, Tyler Herro has emerged as a scoring threat.
Victor Oladipo has also returned to prominence. He averages 11.4 points per game in the postseason.
But despite Herro's emergence, the Heat have plenty of options to fill the remaining spots. His reaction to Jimmy Butler.
If you've been following the Miami Heat for any length of time, you've likely seen Gabe Vincent's reaction to Jimmy Butler's missing report. In the past, Butler has publicly called out teammates for making bad plays.
The infamous "ain't worth shit, so no reward" post from last season caught the attention of many Heat fans. Now, a few days after the incident, Vincent is reacting in a similar fashion to his former teammate.
The Miami Heat and Atlanta Hawks met in Game 1 of the first round of the NBA playoffs. As the Heat led the game by nearly 30 points, Jimmy Butler yelled at Vincent to celebrate a good-if pass.
Gabe Vincent responded by saying "come on" before embracing Butler. While this might seem like a small detail, the entire incident shows the intensity of the rivalry between Butler and Vincent.
It's understandable that both players were upset about the deal. In Vincent's case, it was a purely emotional reaction.
His career in Miami started when he signed with the Heat as a two-star prospect. Now, he is working to cement his place on the team as the team strives to win a fourth championship.
In the meantime, Butler can focus on his own goals, so while it's understandable for an inexperienced player to have mixed feelings after playing with a star like Butler.
In this case, it's only fair that Vincent respond to such criticisms. The Heat have already won the series in Miami, and a win in Atlanta would give them a huge blow to the Hawks.
And if the Heat win 2 games in Atlanta, Vincent would become one of the most valuable players in the NBA behind only LeBron James. The Miami Heat veteran recently noted his displeasure at Jimmy Butler's criticism of Gabe Vincent.
In an Instagram post, Jimmy Butler took aim at the undrafted guard, and some Heat veterans jumped on the bandwagon, while Vincent hasn't played since Dec.
28, his career has already come a long way since then. He averaged 12.5 points and 2.6 rebounds per game before he was sidelined.
Meanwhile, he was shooting 44.3% from the field, including 40% from deep. While the Miami Heat are 1 game away from the Eastern Conference Finals, the team's stars have been a key factor in their success.
The Heat are a well-rounded team, with superstars and talented role players. Despite their apparent inexperience, Gabe Vincent has started 5 playoff games and outscored opponents by 59 points in the process.
By contrast, the Hawks have been outmatched in the third quarter by a combined 112-77. The 76ers were hanging on by a thread in the Eastern Conference semifinals, but Jimmy Butler's 41 points and 9 rebounds made them more vulnerable.
The Celtics only shot 36, and despite their lack of shooting, the Heat forced 17 turnovers. That's a tough loss for Boston, but it gave the Heat a boost in the fourth quarter, where they outscored the Celtics by 39 points.